Hi, this is Ayanna, Priestess of Power and Wealth, and I'm broadcasting from Encinitas, California. And I have to tell you a big secret. I will soon be broadcasting from Milan, Italy. Month in Milan. I'll be there on business with my mentor and doing my business from there and broadcasting the progress I'm doing there, all the things I'm doing there, including sharing with you luxury, lots of luxury. So I am the Priestess of Power and Wealth, and my incredible process and mission that I'm on is taking me to Milan, Italy. But here is what I want to share today. As a priestess of power and wealth, it's important to use all the tools that are easily accessible to create your wealth. And one of the tools that I'm going to give you today is your wealth altar, creating a wealth altar. Now, every priestess, now if you don't identify with the word priestess, that's okay. Every woman needs her own wealth altar in her home. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, if you don't identify with the word priestess, perhaps you identify with the word goddess or shaman, tantrika, yogini, medicine woman, juju woman. Perhaps you're the santera, la santera espiritista, or perhaps you're a Christian woman and you don't identify with any of those, and you might even think that those things are, those titles are like taboo. Well, believe me, I've been in all of those. I wear all of those hats. And perhaps you're an artist. I'm an artist. A healer. I'm a healer. And a teacher. I'm a teacher. Entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. And I'm also a priestess, a powerful priestess of power and wealth. I'm a master seer and a master prophetess. All of those. And I used to kind of be ashamed of it, not ashamed of the gifts themselves, because the gifts are so beautiful and powerful and so wonderful. It's that the way society was viewing my gifts, and the church, because I was raised in the church, was not affirming it. And in the Bible it says that these particular people who have these gifts are sinners. But I've come to that point where I'm like, you know what? This is my life. This is who I am. And I am going to be very bold about it, very visible about it, and very vocal about it, because this is really where my power stands. My power, I'm very connected to the divine. I'm very connected to God. God, I am that I am. And my gifts, I cannot deny. None of them. And I encourage you not to deny your gifts. I'm a powerful seer, visionary, intuitive. And I wanted to share with you this gift of creating your wealth altar. So this video might be just a little longer than my regular videos. And I won't put all the tips in here. Some of them are a little secret, but I'm going to give you quite a bit so that you can build your own wealth altar. Now, first of all, your wealth altar is a power center. You're going to create a wealth altar that becomes your power center and connecting point for creating wealth. And this wealth altar goes in the far left corner of your home, or the far left corner of a room, not the bathroom, not the basement. The far left corner, perhaps, of your living room or of your bedroom. If you only have a room and you're renting a room in someone's home, then it's in your bedroom. But it's not in the kitchen unless you have an extravagant, large, beautiful kitchen. But you want to put this wealth altar in a place of esteem. Sometimes people have them out in the garden, but it's good to have them in the home. So when you walk into your home or walk into a room, it's going to be the far left corner of that room. And you could also look online and Google the Feng Shui chart, or what they call the Bagua chart, B-A-G UA chart, and you can see the actual placement of where to place like your wealth altar or your altar for your ancestors, and there's different placements in a house, and it's all science, and it all has to do with energy, and it is an ancient science. Feng Shui is an ancient science, and where is the best placement for you for certain aspects of your life, and so that the energy flows. So that's the first thing. And you want to get a table or a shelf or some type of honorable unit, and do the best you can with what you've got. Or if you have more means, then go out and buy something lovely, because the more beautiful, the more beautiful, the more wealthy your wealth altar is, then there's more energy that happens there. So you get your table or your desk or your bureau. I have a really beautiful red Chinese piece of furniture that's very, very beautiful and very well made, and it's just like a piece of art. That's for my wealth altar. And then I have a mirror behind it, and you don't have to have a mirror, but I have a mirror behind it. Now I'm not showing you my wealth altar. I rarely share my altars online. People who come to my home will see it because my whole home is filled with altars. But maybe when I'm not as shy about sharing my altar spaces, I'll put it online. You don't have to have a mirror. So you get this furniture, this piece of furniture, and if you want, you could put a nice cloth on it. In the past, I've put my most beautiful cloths on these altars, and this time I don't have a cloth because my furniture is so beautiful that, you know, having the wood shine through and the colors shine through is beautiful enough. Now the other thing is because I don't have an altar, I do have a beautiful gold plate, and on that gold plate is where I put certain things. Now, what to have on your altar? It's important to always have a candle, and you want to have a candle that is dressed, and I'm not going to talk about dressing a candle right now. So right now I'm going to be dressing this candle as a green candle. Green is for prosperity, and there's different ways that I dress this candle and prepare the candle and infuse the candle for wealth and with my intention. So you want a green candle, or you could use a white candle. So that's the candle. You want to have a candle. I also have a prosperity plant on it, and I'm not able to show you that right now, but a prosperity plant. It could be a money tree or a bamboo plant. Or you could also have some beautiful flowers. So I have beautiful flowers on my money altar. And these beautiful flowers, these are the freshest ones I have right now. These beautiful flowers are actually for the deities, the gods and goddesses of wealth and fortune. And there are several of those. And it's important that you identify, that you feel connected to whatever that deity is. Now, if you're a Christian woman and you don't want to do any of the deities and the gods and goddesses, then you put your picture up there of Yeshua and Mary and maybe an angel, an archangel, or maybe nothing, and just have your candle and the flowers and the plant and the other things that I'm going to share. So let's talk about which gods and goddesses to put on your altar. Now, you want powerful gods and goddesses on your altar. And these gods and goddesses are known for being wealthy. Now, all the gods and goddesses they're actually powerful and wealthy. And if you have a god or goddess that's not powerful and wealthy, and wealth could be defined in different ways, then get another one. Yeah? So who I have is Lakshmi. I'm going to pull her out. I have Lakshmi. She's gorgeous. You can find all kinds of Lakshmis out there. I like this one because it's so beautifully designed, and it's actually heavy, and it's very artistic. It's just a beautiful piece. So that's Lakshmi. And Lakshmi, if you look her up, She is the goddess, the Hindu goddess of prosperity. And she, look, if you look here, she has coins, and there's coins coming out of her hands. And she's also beautiful. She's lavish. When you look up the pictures of Lakshmi, she's colorful. And so that's Lakshmi. She is a powerful wealth goddess, Hindu wealth goddess. That's who's on my altar. I have another goddess that I work with, and that's Oshun. I'm not going to show you to her today. She's a little shy today, but she comes from the Yoruba tradition, the African tradition, and she's the goddess. She loves yellow and gold and honey, and she's the goddess of sensuality and beauty and gold coins. And look her up. She's you know, if you're attracted to her, then Oshun is powerful to put on your altar. And usually Oshun goes by herself. She has her own altar. Now, I am going to introduce you to Jade Emperor. I actually have a picture of Jade Emperor, and Jade Emperor comes from the Chinese tradition, and I only have a picture of him, but I'm actually going to be purchasing one of the largest, most beautiful statues that I can for my altar. Jade Emperor is potent and powerful. Jade Emperor is, you know, ever since I put him on my altar, I've seen some dynamic changes happening in my money and in my wealth. So Jade Emperor is powerful. Goddess Fortuna is another powerful goddess. She's the goddess of fortune and wealth. And I believe she's a Roman goddess. And she's beautiful. She's got the long hair. She's just very beautiful. All the goddesses are beautiful. So those are the goddesses. Who else? Oh, let me now I don't have yet my Ganesha. Ganesha is another Hindu, but this is an art piece, and it's a three-dimensional art piece. You see that? Yeah. So that's Ganesha. Ganesha is the Hindu elephant human. He's an elephant god. He's got an elephant head and the body of a human. And there's a beautiful story about Ganesha. And these are all stories. These are all, you know, people believe that these gods and goddesses lived at one time, and some people just believe they're just myths. But Ganesha is powerful because I love elephants. Do you love elephants? I love elephants. Ganesha is important because Ganesha, the elephants are powerful for clearing obstacles, for opening the pathway. Any obstacles that are within ourselves or from the outside that has to do with your money and finances and riches and wealth, then Ganesha is important to honor and give offerings to, so that your pathway is clear for creating money and wealth. So that's Ganesha. So we talked about the gods and goddesses. Now, what do you put? So you want to put your candle, you want to have your living plants, you know, and you don't have to have a candle like this. You could actually have a nice candle stand with a, you know, beautiful, another kind of candle. But green is usually the color. So that's the candle. What else to put on? Let's go through the stones and crystals. Now, you want to put your best of the best, and what goes on the altar stays on the altar. You don't put it on the altar and take it off, put it on the altar and take it off, except for money, and we'll get to the money. But when you have the best of the best, it stays there. It's for, you're making offerings for the gods and goddesses, and it's charging. These items are charging, and charging with the energy of wealth. So I have this beautiful little, kind of like a crystal little jewelry case, and in it I have I believe this is a turquoise, and this is actually real, by the way. It's a turquoise, and it's a turquoise stone that's actually ready to be fit for a piece of jewelry. That goes in my box. I have jade that goes in my box. I have, let me get these out. I have a amethyst that's also ready to be put into jewelry, and I have another piece of jade, Jade is a symbol of wealth. Those are in there. So that stays on my altar. I put them in my little box. These are just ideas, so you could do what you felt led to do. I also have all my crystals are charged and clean. So I have this crystal, it used to be real clear when I bought it first, and you can see it has lots of things inside of it that's growing. The crystal grows, by the way. And this is charged with wealth and prosperity and abundance. And it's not the only one. I have several of these quartz clear crystals on my altar and a Lemurian crystal on my altar. So that's the crystal. Citrine is important, is the crystal for wealth, money, and abundance, financial abundance. When I talk about abundance in this case, I'm talking about money. I'm talking about resources. I'm talking about cars. I'm talking about things that equal value, have a high value. Lapis lazuli is another one. This one was given to me by Ganesha, a beautiful brother who's very powerful in his own right. And as I was struggling a couple of years ago, I called him and said, I'm really struggling and I don't understand what's going on with my money. And in his great generosity, he sent me this lapis lazuli that's very, very charged and potent. He sent me this, and he sent me some Chinese notes, and just a lot of encouragement. Thank you, Gano. This is on all my rubies are on my altar. I have actually a beautiful collection of rubies. This is one of my favorite ones. This is actually not even the largest one, but I have quite a few rubies on my altar, and they're all charged, so I like putting rubies because they signify to me wealth and abundance. I have on my altar a beautiful piece of jewelry. Now look at that. Look at that piece of jewelry. Isn't that wealthy? Isn't that a sign of wealth and beauty? That is just magnificent. So that's a piece of art jewelry that was given by one of my students, Ryan Reese. Thank you. White Dragon Ryan Reese, because I mentor men to become white dragons. Isn't that a beautiful piece? One of a kind. So that's on my altar. It's heavy, and it is a piece of jewelry. Wouldn't that look nice what I'm wearing? So that's my altar. And I have my real pearls. I have quite a few sets of pearls, and real pearls are on my altar. And I'm going to share with you what I do with these pearls. The other thing on my altar is you want to put on your altar symbols of prosperity. And one of the symbols of prosperity that you can put on your altar are the frogs. So I bought little teeny, I have a couple of these sitting on my altar, little froggies, and you can get big frogs or little frogs. There you go. So those are my frogs. I have several of those. And I have old Chinese coins. I have quite a collection of these. On the back of this is a dragon. I have old Chinese coins. I also have these old Chinese bars. So these old Chinese bars on there, that's a Buddha. So you put on your altar what attracts you, what's attractive to you. The other thing that's important to put on your altar is your money bowl. And the money bowl is actually going to be a bowl, clear bowl like this. And this money bowl is going to be where you put money. You're actually going to put money. And in this bowl, I have placed, a Chinese coin. I have placed a Chinese coin. I have placed a silver dollar, which is a buffalo nickel, 1 troy ounce. This is actually pure 1 troy ounce silver goes in there. And I have another coin, Chinese coin. It's going in there. My pearls go in there, because I'm charging this up with abundance and beauty. And what I have in this also here, my lapis lazuli is going in there, charging that up. My business card is going there because I want my business to prosper, so that's going in there, and my business is prospering. And then I have currency from around the world. This one is, I believe this is Egyptian. Actually, no, it's Israeli. I've never been to Israeli, but somehow I have Israeli currency. The Cuban peso. I'm going back to Cuba this year. I have some Cuban pesos. That's in there. Charge those up. Oh, this is my Egyptian. Yeah, the Central Bank of Egypt. Egyptian pounds are in there. And I have some more Egyptian money because I plan to go back in 2017. So get ready. We're going back in 2017. Another Cuban peso. And I don't know who gave me this. I've never been to Iraq, but I have Iraqi money. That's in there. And I believe that Iraq needs, it's good for Iraq to prosper as well. Let's everybody prosper. So we have that. Now, and then I have this $1 million United States of America $1 million note. I don't believe it's real, but that's there. And then what I do, and forgive me, I forgot to bring some money to put in here because I'm starting new. I'm starting a new season. So for 45 days, this is what you do. You take the largest bill that you have in your wallet and you charge it. I'm going to put this down. You take that bill and you charge it. And what you do first of all is you take it and you clear the negative energy off of the money, because money transfers hands over and over and over and over. And a lot of us have these money hang-ups and money hang-ups, and it's all over the money. It's all over the money. And money is neutral, but it's what we put into the money that creates the kind of chaos and the shaming around money and poverty and lack and debt. And also, there's some people who use money for not good reasons. We don't need to name those now because we know what those are. And then there are people who use the money for very good reasons. But we want to neutralize it. You neutralize the money. So if I had, let's say this is my dollar. Let's say this is my $100 bill. And I take it and I neutralize. And I say, God, clear all negativity off of this money, everybody else's energy off of the money now. Then I take lavender oil, and I take a little lavender and I put it in my hand, lavender oil, and I put the bill in my hand, and I anoint the money. All my money smells like lavender. And then you take it and you bless it. May this amount be multiplied 100 times, 1,000 times in return, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Amen. And you place that in the money bowl. So now it's in the money bowl. So for 45 days, every time you go out and circulate currency or buy something, and you have change, then you put money in the money altar. You do it, your family can do it, any members of your family can do it, somebody comes to visit you, they could do it. And you do the same thing with the money. And you don't touch the money for 45 days. Don't count it, don't touch it, nothing for 45 days. You charge the bowl. This is the way you charge your money, and you charge the energy. After 45 days, you thank your gods and goddesses, and you take that money and divide it into 3. 1/3 you give away. You give away anonymously. No one knows that you're giving it. Put it in an envelope, give it away. No one knows you gave it, or give it to someone, maybe a homeless person on the street. Just give it away. Okay? Not expecting anything back, because when you circulate like that, it actually shows the universe that you're abundant. That you're wealthy, you have a wealthy mindset, and it's currency, and it rolls, it flows, it's like water, it just flows and it flows. Now, the second third, you get to spend it on yourself. I mean, literally, you must use it for yourself in a way, not paying a bill, not doing duty, but something that you really would love and would give you pleasure and joy. Something that would fulfill your desire. Do something nice. Get your hair done, or go get a massage, or buy a new pair of Victoria's Secret undies. You know, but you have to use it all, and that's what you do with it. The third half, you can do whatever you want with it. You can invest it, you can save it, you can go bless somebody else. But I encourage you to, instead of saving it, invest it, because investment means that your money's growing. Do whatever you want. If you want to spend it and add it to, you know, something else like a vacation, go do that. So that's your money bowl. And your money bowl is very, very, very active. I have this that John Riley, dear friend of mine, John Riley, who's an incredible, gifted inventor and spiritual man, sent me gold flakes. Gold flakes. So I have this on my money bowl. This is actually real gold, and it's gold flakes. And so I have this on my money altar, and I actually do a lot of ritual with it and candle dressing with it. And it's just so incredible to have, just a thought that I have flakes of gold. I actually use it in my paintings. And this is like a really, so that's what I have here. This is flakes of gold. And I'll just show you what that looks like. So flakes of gold, there you go, flakes of gold. Okay. Be creative, be tuned in, find out what your gods and goddesses are saying. Now, one more thing with the gods and goddesses, you have to honor them. You have to honor them. And the way you honor them is, like I said before, you know, fresh flowers, the jewelry, but you also want to honor them with like fruit, candy. Look up your gods and goddesses and find out what brings them pleasure, because they are really entities, they're energies that are here to support you. So, yeah, honor them with fresh fruits, honor them with candy, honor them with flowers, talk to them, have a conversation, get to know them, and let them know that you need assistance. Now, when you do your candle, when we're not talking about dressing the candle, but when you put a candle up, write down your money goal for the month, for 30 days. Write down your candle goal. This is what I want to receive within 30 days. And write that down and put that on right underneath your candle. And then check, 30 days from now. But you can't just do this. You have to take action. This is part of building the energy. And that's what makes the Priestess of Power and Wealth programs so potent and unique, because we access the power we have as a priestess, as a shaman, as a goddess, as an intuitive, a seer, prophetess, reader. We access that power, and we do our ceremonies, we do our rituals, we build the energy, and we take practical money generating action steps, consistent practical money generating action steps. We have financial literacy. We clear the thoughts and beliefs we have that are poverty consciousness and debt and lack, and we get things in order. We get our money in order, and we build a legacy of sustainable wealth. It is so much fun. It is so powerful. And that's what I'm called to do. I'm Ayanna Mojica, Priestess of Power and Wealth, and I am here to mentor women, to support women, to empower women to create a legacy of sustainable wealth. And this is one of the tools you can use to do that, creating your wealth altar. If you found any of this inspiring, if you learned anything new, if there's any takeaways or ahas, please like on the video. If you didn't like it, don't put a thumbs down. That's actually mean, and it's actually, you're going to get karma back, Subscribe, share this with your friends, and make a comment on the bottom, because when you comment, then I know that I'm on the right track in sharing the material, and I continue to give you more. And go to www.ayannamojica.com. I have a beautiful free gift for you, a little mini ebook. And that mini ebook is called Sex Magic to Increase Wealth. I'm giving you all kinds of tips to increase your wealth. Sex Magic to Increase Wealth. And there's also an ebook on that site that is called Deep Treasures, Exploring the Dynamic Relationship Between Sex and Money. I do have a 90-day Priestess of Power and Wealth program coming up. It starts on February 24th, 2016, 90 days where we focus on your goals, focus on your outcomes, and we actually include a lot of these tools to do so. It's a kind of a different, unique way of coaching and mentoring, and it's very, very, very effective. And I know it is because it's working in my life. I went from, $125 back in November in my account, and now we're hitting close to the $10,000 mark this month, and it's just incredible to see this happening because of these tools. So I thank you so much for watching and listening, and I bless you, and I kiss you Puerto Rican style. Mwah, mwah. Ciao, love. Ciao, ciao.